But girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. And today is going to be what do they want to tell you? So that could be triggering. But stay cool. We're going to do the usual tarot and then the hidden treasury card and the healing mantra deck. If I don't forget, obviously. Tend to do that at the moment. I don't know why. Okay, let's go. Let's not even go there. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 1, 2. So part number 1, what does it want to tell you? 2 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. So what they probably want to tell you, it's that even though it's been on and off, it's been yes and no, hot and cold, is representing number 8. And also, that means, obviously, excuse me, I don't ever say what it means, is infinity number. So there's no ending to your relationship or your connection. But also they could be challenged because they're managing 2 people at the same time, or they did, and they have to come clean. Maybe as well they're working really hard and they overworked possibly. Are they using work as a way to stay away from you and not to open a heart fully? It's possible. At the end of the day, what we have here is you knowing already, High Priestess, High Priest. We don't do gender in towers, you know. You already know what is needed to be known in this connection. You know the person, you can read that person. When you met the person, you probably saw the inner child a bit broken and you wanted to fix them, but then you back off a little bit because you understand, I can see what's cooking, but I have to sit on it because the person has to come to their own conclusion by themselves. And that's very true. So you allow that person to find their feet, to find who they are. And then inevitably, you know that you will come together happy ever after. And if it's a business, and you know it will work really well. So you already have the ending of the movie, if I may say. They're still watching the movie and you appreciate this is where they're supposed to be and you let them be. You know, the High Priestess, High Priest, you have so many lifetimes you behind you, you know so many things, you see all those little signs, you sense them, so nothing really surprises you, and that's great because you can see them going on and off and whatever. You kind of like, it's okay, I know, we'll get there eventually, you know, so you are tranquil. And for me, what they want to tell you is like, hold on a minute, I'm getting ready, or I'm still juggling too, but I'm going to figure it out and I can't forget you. So you are already figured it out that there is a happy ending regardless. So how long it's going to take, that could be the story. That could take a little while, but you are tranquil. I love it. So that's what they want to tell you. Hold on, I'm very busy right now, but I'm going to make it happen. Just give me a minute, okay? So that's the kind of things. But there is a romantic love. There is a happy ending if it's business as well. So they don't choose. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you, of course. How could they not? You know, absolutely. They know that you are it. They can try maybe sometime to escape, I would say, but they can't because you tick all the boxes, and also you already know all of that, so which is probably annoying for them because how do you know all of this? You know, it's just so they wish they could do the same, but they can't. Doesn't matter, you know, you don't need to be a high priest as well or high priestess. So let's have a healing mantra deck anyway, just to have more information. What do we have? Grounding my energy. Yeah, it is safe to be in my body. Yeah, ground yourself. Ground yourself, and I think that is very important when you are a high priestess because you have a lot of intuition energy going on. So, you know, do some kind of activities that ground you, for example, walking or gardening or baking, or do things that, you know, maybe sitting on the floor at home sometimes is enough to kind of bring it down, okay? Bring it down, because otherwise you up there somewhere. So trying to, because you know it will happen, but in the meantime we're not there yet, and for you it's like, oh my god, how long is it going to take? So ground your energy, ground yourself, so you don't have to be like waiting, because it could be a waiting game. I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take a little while, so just go back to yourself, ground yourself. Okay, so part number 2, what do they want to tell you? 2 of Swords and the 5 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And so, okay, we have a couple of things here. They probably have a little bit of an issue for themselves. They don't think they're good enough. They're questioning their worth. Why do they go there? What do you, I mean, you know what I mean? You never told them that you're not good enough. So why do they have this? That come maybe from their childhood. They also may have been in a connection with someone else at the same time. They have to obviously do a bit of introspection to know where they stand, or they simply close their heart because, yeah, they have the feeling they're not good enough. So what's the point, right? The thing is, you are very grounded. You will never say to that person you're not good enough. Never, never. It's not your vibe. What you do is looking after yourself, working, committing yourself, building a career, building a home, building yourself. That's what you do. But you're very trustworthy. You wouldn't lie, and you wouldn't play any mental game. You don't manipulate. You're not that kind of person. And they know that I don't have really an excuse to keep my heart closed up, or I don't have any excuse to not believe in myself. Because as well, what could happen though is that they see that you're self-sufficient. So maybe they wonder, what do I bring to the table? That person that is doing very well without me or without anybody. So, you know, at the end of the day, what they have to understand is that you don't need them. You want the companionship. And that's why you're very tranquil. You don't put any pressure on them. The thing is, if they have two people at the same time, that might be an issue for you because you're not that kind of person. You know, you're devoted to one person. Okay, so let's have more information with a hidden truth recall. What they want to tell you is that, hold on, I'm working on myself. I have to finish something with someone else, maybe something like that. I want you. Yeah, bingo. Of course, if they are still with someone else at the same time, they have to choose. And they know that the Queen of Pentacles doesn't take any competition. Absolutely not a chance, because you prefer to be alone than to be with someone who is with two people at the same time. You don't need to be with somebody. That they have to change. And also, you know, if they cannot open their heart, they should know that you open your heart. So, you know, if they don't meet you halfway, you will go on with by yourself and with maybe someone else, or even just be by yourself. You're not desperate to be with someone. So if they cannot choose between you and someone else, well, you're going to make the decision. You're going to choose for them. You're going to choose you. Of course. Hello. Okay, so let's have a healing mantra. Oh my God. Okay, what do I have here? Okay, resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. And that's what you do. You always go back to you. And I always advise that. Go back to you. Go back to work. Show up every day. Even if you feel like, oh, not really great in a sense of mentally, emotionally, push yourself, go to work, do your thing, see people, put your mind somewhere else. And I think it's important to reconnect with you anyway, because if someone feeling a little bit like that, not great, if you are not solid in your own space, then it could make you doubt yourself too. If they are completely closed off, for you as well, that could give you the impression like, well, maybe I don't deserve that love neither. No, be solid. Go back to you always. Ground yourself, because the Queen of Pentacles is like an oak tree. You know, been there for hundreds of years. So go back to you. Go back to, okay, what makes me solid? Reconnect with you always. Because if you lose yourself in a relationship, this is not maybe the right type of relationship for you. Do not lose yourself. I've done that. I made a mistake. I will never do that again. So on this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.